Good morning and welcome to another edition of Litter Media Live. It is the final edition for 2025. I'm Dan Ramey. He is not Mike Smith. He is Aaron Glandon.
I'm wearing Mike Smith's shirt, though.
You are, and you're in the Smith family tree.
Yes.
In some respects. So I guess one way or the other, we can say yes. You are kind of like Mike.
I have better hair, though.
And you can grow a beard. Mm-hmm. So good to have you with us on this final day of December. And we've got some big news coming your way today. We will be announcing the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Year presented by Homeland Credit Union. And it is our Petland Litter Media Pet of the Year.
Yes.
We'll be announcing a little bit later on. So stay with us during this show for two big announcements as to the big reveal as to who they are. We have notified the winners, but we don't have trophies ready to go just yet. So right. The presentation will probably make sometime next week, we hope. All right. In the meantime, we get ready for more snow. The snow wasn't too bad. I think we could handle this. Yeah. I know the county road that I live on, they didn't put any sand, grit, or anything down. And it was a little dicey. But once I got onto 772, not too bad. As far as the conditions outdoors, a little breezy, 37 high. Ross County is under a level 1 snow emergency, as are Pike County and Pickaway County and Fairfield County. Cloudy and cold tomorrow with a high of 28 and a low about 22. More clouds for Friday and Saturday. High temperatures of 34 before some sun and 39 on Sunday. So the weather is shaping up. Is it normal? I can't remember. I didn't take a look to see if this is normal weather for us this time of the year. But
it seems pretty normal.
It's winter.
Yeah.
So we're going to experience something like that. We might mention also that I believe tonight is the final opportunity to see the lights for Shine On Chillicothe if you want to participate in that. So make sure you're doing that. I'm not sure if I'll be in town when it gets dark, and I may have seen the last of what I'll see.
Yeah, so I'll be in Indiana tonight. So
is that right?
Yes.
Going all the way to Indiana to watch the Ohio State game.
I don't think I'll be watching it.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I was invited to my brother's house to watch it, but there's something about being out on New Year's Eve that I'm comfortable with staying at home. Mm-hmm. So that's probably where we'll ring in the new year. All right, coming up in a moment, we'll take a look at what's making news for you today. But first, let's tell you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. They've been doing this for nearly 5 decades, taking care of your heating, your cooling, and your plumbing issues. If you've got some difficulties that need to be taken care of, they can help you out. Click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com. And it takes you right to their website. That's AccurateHVAC.com.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world. With multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
Whenever I first applied for the Archways opportunity, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Like, is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, like to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Welcome back to the program. Coming up in a moment, take a look at what's making news for you. But where can you find a lot of this news, Aaron?
You can find most of the news that we have for you all on littermedia.com. It's updated all the time, Dan. All the time, with all the news that you'll need. Also included on our homepage are links to our social media pages, which include X, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and Litter Media Radio.
I had taken a few days off, and you did a great job keeping the website up to date. I appreciate that.
Thank you. I tried my best.
You did it all right. We like that. One of the stories we want to share with you this morning is Michelle Turon. There she is. She is the band director for Chillicothe High School, selected to join in the marching band of more than 300 band directors from across North America. She'll be marching in the Pasadena Rose Parade tomorrow. Now, of course, you remember we had her along with her husband, Nicholas Turon, who both participated in the Macy's New Year's Day Parade here a couple of years ago. Well, now, here they are marching in Pasadena. So congratulations to them. You want to watch the parade live? It's the 2026 Rose Parade tomorrow starting at 11 on NBC, ABC, Great American Family, Univision, RFD TV as well. You can find more information on your local listings. Congratulations, Michelle. And Nicholas can be found in the final two rows of the band during the parade.
Pickaway Ross and Career and Technology Center are recognizing the retirements of two longtime members of the Pickaway Ross staff and thanking them for their many years of dedicated service. Laura Van Kuren joined PRCTC in October of 1991 and has provided steady support to district leadership for more than 3 decades. Susan Buchanan first began working with PRCTC in November of 1992 and joined the team full-time in September of 1999, contributing greatly to their financial operations. Laura was honored at the December Board of Education meeting, and Susan was recognized during the Adult Education Winter In-Service. Please join us in thanking Laura and Susan for their service to their district and the communities that they serve. We congratulate them on their very well-earned retirements.
Yes, congratulations. Ohio is celebrating an important milestone when it comes to teaching kids across the state about the importance of learning about trees and forests. Project Learning Tree, aka PLT, is a national program celebrating its 45th anniversary in Ohio. PLT is an initiative of the Sustainable Forestry Initiative, a nonprofit organization with outreach across all 50 states and several countries throughout their partnerships with natural resource agencies, educators, and conservation organizations. Now, here in Ohio, PLT is sponsored by the Ohio Department of Natural Resources, of course, the Division of Forestry, where it plays a central role in advancing environmental education, forest literacy, and green career pathways. Since its founding in 1980, PLT Ohio has trained thousands of educators and facilitators and continues to be recognized nationally for its leadership and statewide impact. I should have taken this at some point in time so I could learn about the trees that are right outside my backyard.
I feel like I don't know anything about the trees.
We've got acorn trees and all that kind of stuff, but there are some trees I just don't know what they are.
Yeah.
And I haven't taken time to, I guess if you get one of those apps, I think there's a plant app of some sort. It's like $35 you have to pay for. But can't find a free one to take your phone and go, oh, I see. That's hibiscus or whatever.
We have walnut trees in our backyard, which Kinsey's allergic to.
I have walnut trees that are not on my property, but the walnuts from those trees fall onto my property.
Right.
And I'm not allergic to them.
Well, that's good.
And I hope Mackenzie doesn't. Now, is it just any walnut, or is it the black walnut trees?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's too bad. She's okay.
Does she sneeze around them? Or
I don't know what
hives?
I don't know what it makes happen.
That's like,
Don't ask me anything.
they told me I was allergic to penicillin as a kid, which was diagnosed before I realized what it was. And so whenever I go to the doctor, it's like, are you allergic to anything? Penicillin. What effects does it have on you? I have no idea. Mom's no longer around, and she never told me.
Yep.
So I don't know what happened. So I don't want to find out. So
I found out recently that I'm allergic to the cold.
yes, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. It's a recently developed allergy. It didn't used to happen, but now it does, and it's really annoying. Anyway, continuing on with news. As we prepare to usher in 2026, the Ohio Department of Commerce Division of State Marshal reminds Ohioans of all ages that mishandled fireworks can turn fun New Year's festivities into life-changing emergencies in an instant. And so the National Safety Council has provided the following tips for those who intend to set off fireworks to celebrate the new year. Never use fireworks while impaired by drugs or alcohol. Anyone using fireworks or standing nearby should wear protective eyewear. Never hold lit fireworks in your hands. Never light fireworks indoors. Only use fireworks away from people, houses, and flammable materials. Never point or throw fireworks at another person. Only light one device at a time and maintain a safe distance after lighting. Never ignite devices in a container. Do not try to relight or handle malfunctioning fireworks. And finally, keep a bucket of water nearby to fully extinguish fireworks that don't go off in case of a fire. If fireworks are being used improperly or outside the permitted dates and times, Ohioans should contact their local law enforcement agency. For more information on firework rules, visit ohio.gov/fireworks.
And it doesn't take too much to become a certified firework person. I think it's like $75. So, heck, you're spending a lot more than that on fireworks.
Right, yeah.
So why not get certified? Then you'll be able to do it all the time. This was a heartwarming story that I saw that we shared on our Facebook page today from our friends at Petland. At just 5 years old, Cora was diagnosed with B-cell acute lymphoblastic leukemia. Since then, she faced more than most adults ever will. Treatments, appointments, and countless tough days, all while continuing to smile through it all. Now 7 years old, Cora is nearing a beautiful milestone. She's expected to officially go into remission this May, meaning she'll be cancer-free. And to celebrate this incredible journey, Cora received something very special, a Petland Charities puppy named Princeton. Princeton isn't just a puppy, he's a companion, comfort, and best friend, and a reminder that even in the hardest moments, love and joy can still find their way in. This is exactly what Petland Charities is all about, creating the human and animal bond and sharing hope through the unconditional love of a pet. A huge thank you to Petland Charities and Petland Chillicothe for helping make this moment possible and supporting families like Cora's when it matters most. And so, welcome home, Princeton. You have an important job loving Cora every single day.
And we do have one more story that
Okay.
you skipped over.
Oh, I apologize.
That's okay. The Ohio Department of Natural Resources Division of Wildlife is reminding Ohioans that a live-cut Christmas tree may be repurposed after the holidays as a habitat for various species of animals. Before you discard your tree, remember that it can find life after the holidays for Ohio's birds, fish, and mammals. Before repurposing or disposing of a live-cut Christmas tree, remember to remove all trimmings, including tinsel, garland, lights, and ornaments, as these can be harmful to the environment and to wildlife. Please obtain proper permission before discarding your tree on public or private property. Discarding trees without permission could result in a litter violation, and we don't want that. Live-cut Christmas trees are also useful as compost, mulch, and more. You can find out what you can do with your live trees on our website story at littermedia.com.
Talk about allergies. We've not had a live tree for more than 30 years because Missy's allergic to the pine. And when we last had a live tree, I lived up in Franklin County, and I took it out back. We had a nice back 40. Took it back here. I went ahead and lit it. It went up like that. I mean, it was done in like 30 seconds. And I thought, wow, that's incredible. But there's many other things that you can do with your tree, as was mentioned there. Now it's time to announce our first Petland Litter Media Pet of the Year. It's the Shetland Sheepdog Jessie, owned by Victoria Albright. Jessie was named our Pet of the Week back in June. Victoria wrote us saying, Jessie has totally changed my life. I've owned dogs my entire life, but she captured my heart at first sight at Petland Chillicothe. She has heterochromia, or chromia. She's got one blue eye, one brown eye. And that little blue eye is what captivated me. Jez is the most loyal and loving companion and loves to be a furry fashionista, wearing dresses and coats, even dressing up for the Steampunk Festival and winning Best Dressed at another local festival. She adores car rides, especially to the local gas station, where the wonderful employees give her snackies, and they love their pets. Jez is enjoying playing with her fur brothers, fur nephew, and her human sister, mom and dad. She's truly been a best friend, therapy dog, and companion, and I am so proud to be her fur mama. Congratulations to our Pet of the Year, Jessie. Now, we are going to make a presentation sometime soon. We will coordinate back and forth with Victoria. And at Petland of Chillicothe, we're going to go there and make the presentation. So we'll have Jessie there. And if we can have Yolo ready to go, maybe we can do a live presentation on our Facebook page and YouTube channels as well. So congratulations to Jessie. And you're going to get a nice trophy. This trophy is pretty cool. And a nice prize from Petland as well. So congratulations. Coming up after sports, we will have our Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Player of the Year, presented by Homeland Credit Union. That is just ahead, so stay close for that. Our road report shows that as Ohioans begin the new year, troopers are on the roadways. They will be highly visible in enforcing safe driving across the state. Remember, don't drink and drive. The New Year's holiday reporting period runs from Wednesday, that's today, through Sunday. And during this time frame, anyone traveling on Ohio roads urged to drive responsibly, designate a sober driver, or use a rideshare service. All right. Coming up, sports. But first, Hometown Motors Incorporated, 818 Eastern Avenue in Chillicothe. We've got a lot of these in the warehouse that we broadcast from.
Yeah, we do.
Talking about the SCAG product. And I heard the guys walking around in the warehouse earlier. So the inventory is really beginning to dwindle away, so to speak. This SCAG sale has been going on for most of this year. And in fact, it might be closing soon. I don't know. You'll have to find out today by getting a hold of the folks at Hometown Motors Incorporated. 740-773-8826 is the number to call for more information. You can stop by and see them at 818 Eastern Avenue in Chillicothe. Hometown Motors Incorporated, your store for the great outdoors.
Mark came to the Adena Orthopedic and Spine Institute in severe arm pain from a degenerative disc. Minimally invasive spinal surgery got him back to what matters most. At Adena, we do what we love, so you can too.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
Starting off sports by taking a look at our Haynes Total Healthcare Center High School scoreboard from last night. In high school boys basketball non-conference action, Chillicothe was a winner over Logan Elm 45-37. Huntington over Vinton County, Piketon over St. Joseph Central. Sheridan was a winner over Fairfield Union. West Muskingum over Liberty Union. Lancaster beat Bloom Carroll. Jackson, Hillsborough, McLean, Chesapeake, all winners. Lucasville Valley over Portsmouth 46-45 in a close one. Wheelersburg beat Ironton 54-46. Greene, South Webster, Portsmouth Clay, Glenwood, Portsmouth Notre Dame, and Peebles were also winners. White Oak beat Northwestern 71-67. Fairfield beat East Clinton 53-38, and London beat Greenview 67-58 as part of the McDonald's Holiday Classic, where Washington Courthouse was also a winner over Miami Trace 56-55. And I saw the end of that one.
Yeah, that was a little buzzer that went off before the shot could be rebounded and put back in.
Yeah.
And congratulations to the Blue Lions picking up the win on that one.
Yeah, if you want to find all the scores in our coverage area, you can go online to littermedia.com, and under sports along the talk bar, just click on Haynes Total Healthcare Center High School scoreboard.
I want to follow up on Gary Killow and his condition. His daughter reached out and made a Facebook post as well, but was back and forth with us. And so he is resting. Everything's good. He had a couple of stents put into his heart. And so the family wanted to thank, again, everyone who participated in helping Coach when he went down this past weekend. Boy, it was a scary circumstance. It was. And so known Gary a long time, and happy to see that he's A-okay. Mm-hmm. So whenever you have those moments, and Pat Beard was saying that Coach had stopped breathing, his heart had stopped, and so they quickly jumped in. I don't know who the hero was, but yeah. I know that Sheriff's deputy jumped in there real quick and began with CPR and everything, so happy. This is why you need to learn CPR, because you never know when things like this are going to happen. I remember being at a ball game, hearing about this happening. There was someone, what's the unit they use for, is it IED?
That's an explosive.
That's right. It's the one that brings your heart back. It's got the pads.
Defibrillators.
Yes, but there's a acronym for it. I can't remember what it is. But at any rate, they just installed it, and I think it was at Southeastern High School, and they had to use it on a parent. A family member had just walked in and suddenly passed out right there. And, of course, our brethren at Sosa, Brock Netter, had an incident as well here. Gosh, it's been close to 2 years ago now, and that was a scary moment as well. So you never know. Yeah. Good reason for you to learn CPR. Rio Grande women's basketball, a 79-72 winner over Spring Arbor last night as part of the Woods Lumber Classic. I think this is being played up in Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. They're back into action this coming Saturday. The Bobcats will close out 2025 with a back win over Central Michigan, 80-64. Lady Bobcats will face Central Michigan at 1 today. The Lady Buckeyes will close out 2025 with their game today at Purdue. And, of course, the football Buckeyes have a little shindig going on down at the Cotton Bowl. That's tonight. ESPN has the coverage. Starts at 7:30 on ESPN.
Yeah. And in pro action, the Cavs will host the Phoenix Suns tonight, and the Columbus Blue Jackets will also host the New Jersey Devils tonight.
All right. It is time to announce our 2025 Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Year, presented by Homeland Credit Union. This takes us back to March of this year when Jackson's McKenna Kraft won her 4th consecutive state wrestling championship and finished her high school career at 126-0. How about that?
That's pretty good.
That is, you can't get better than that. Kraft is a freshman at Campbellsville University, where she's wrestling at the 103-pound class. She, the freshman year, wrestling had not been sanctioned by the OHSAA, so it was kind of a club sport. But she won a state championship that year, and then the next year they sanctioned it, and she won that year, the next year, and her senior year.
Wow.
Congratulations.
That's
and
impressive.
Now she is our player of the year. And again, we've been reaching out to McKenna to arrange for a time to get together with her. And I told her, and I told the boss this as well. I said, if we have to go to Campbellsville University, we'll make the presentation.
Yeah, we will.
And that's been stamped and approved by the boss himself. So it could be a road trip.
Could be.
But congratulations. Now, having said all this for our pet of the year and our player of the year, I do know that our friends at Neil Coleman Insurance, Wyandotte Mutual, want to continue with this into next year. And I can't recall if we've had the conversation yet with Petland about continuing it. So we will find out and share with you next week. So if you've got submissions, go ahead and send those to us. Send them to littermedia@gmail.com. Make sure you tell us about your player or your athlete and your pet, whichever the case may be. And if you can include a photo, please do that as well.
Yeah.
All right. On to what's next. This date in history.
That is next.
Aha.
But first, we want to tell you about Litter Quality Propane. Custom tank colors and wraps. Find out how a propane tank can be beautiful at litterpropane.com.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology, to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
As a professional race car driver, I live for speed, power, and performance on and off the track. That's why I use the Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. Race into your local dealership today and test drive a new Dixie Chopper.
Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Intermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Intermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. Time for this date in history. As we turn the clock back to 1988, I remember this like it was yesterday.
I don't.
In fact, well, it was before you were born, but I remember this also because at the Zane Trace playoff football game, it was a similar circumstance. Fog started rolling in, and this fog, of course, was at Soldier Field, and it looked just like that.
Couldn't see anything.
You could not see anything. The guys in the booth were unable to do play-by-play because they couldn't see.
Yeah.
And even the cameras that were down on the field, they had difficulty picking up the ball. So to quote here, The conditions were caused when cold air over Lake Michigan was blown by a breeze toward warm air at Soldier Field on the lakefront, and according to the National Weather Service. The Bears did win the game 20-12, but I recall watching this, and I want to say it was one of the early Fox games, and as it rolled in, or maybe it was CBS at the time, but the fog rolled in and it increased during the game, and it got to a point where you just absolutely could not see a thing. And it was hard TV to watch.
Yeah.
And listening to these guys try to be the eyes
when they can't see either.
And they couldn't see. And so they were fortunate to have some cameras down on the ground where they could see. But I know when I was at Columbus Academy for that football game this past fall, that I don't know how they could throw the football because you couldn't see the ball.
No.
I was standing.
Well, defenders can't see it either.
Yeah, and I was standing on the side, and I'm like, how can they see it? I was close to the ball action, and I couldn't see it. So, but what a weird, I mean, it was like watching an Alfred Hitchcock type show. Here comes all this fog, and it just overtakes everything. So, all right. That's it for 2025.
Yeah.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you.
We are back at it again on Friday. We are taking tomorrow off, so we hope that you have a safe and enjoyable New Year's Eve. Ring in the new year. Do it safely.
Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive. And I guess if you are a Buckeye fan, you already know. Go Bucks.
Yep.
Beat the Canes. All right, that's it for the show. We'll see you Friday in 2026 on Litter Media Live.